Well, what is up, everybody? Bishop here, and today I want to talk about a mod setup that I think everybody should be taking advantage of for the day one raid, especially if not just any kind of end game content in season 20 with all the difficulty changes. So first things first, go over the artifact. Everybody knows Follow Flow is S tier. It's free damage, free ad clear. All you have to do is pick up an orb, and then to go along with that, bricks from beyond. Any void weapon kill you get has a chance to generate heavy ammo for you and your teammates. Now that we've gone over those two very important mods for this season, you're gonna pair those with heavy ammo finder for sure, and then heavy ammo scout, absolutely. And then harmonic siphon if you're on void. If you're not on void, just do void siphon. If you're running void primary, void special, whatever you're using for ad clear, right? Just make sure it's void. And then just with that alone, like honestly, even the artifact mods alone, but if you pair them with the heavy ammo scout and finder, and everybody on your team is running that for day one, you should probably have no problems with heavy ammo. Whether you're using machine guns for ad clear survivability, or if it's like a multi-phase damage phase, I'm really hoping that that'll have you ready to go for any DPS checks that we're gonna run into on the day one, because that usually happens. Then hopefully we won't have to like primary out the outbreak or whatever. And then just to build off that a little more, you should also be running triple void weapon surge. There's literally no reason not to be running this pretty much at all times, unless you're running a very niche build, because there's like nothing better for your leg slots pretty much at all. Like nothing compares to free 22% damage all the time, because your entire team should be making orbs all the time. And then on top of that, it stacks with well. So for boss damage, somebody's going to pop a well, they're going to generate 3 orbs. You're immediately going to have 30 seconds of 22% damage that stacks on top of that well. And then if you want to amp it up even more, like if it's a long phase, you can throw on charged up. They'll give you 4 stacks of armor charge instead of 3. By default, you have 30 seconds. With 4 stacks, you have 40 seconds. And then to take it even a step further, you throw on time dilation on your class item, and then you'll have 4 stacks of 15 seconds, so you'll have a minute of free damage pretty much all the time, but you'll have a minute of free damage. I guess you'll still only have 3 stacks off a well if it only spawns 3 orbs, but that's 45 seconds of free 22% extra damage. Multiplicative with your well, that's what, 20%, 25%. So if you take advantage of all the void stuff going on this season, no matter what subclass you're on, by the way, it used to be Font of Might. You had to match your subclass with your damage type, but you no longer have to do that. So if you want to run Strand, you want to run Solar, Arc, Stasis, whatever, well, Strand Hunters are busted. Hopefully they get disabled before Friday if they don't get fixed. Run whatever you want. Just run Void Surge, Void Siphon, these 2 artifact mods. And in case you have questions about this Void Weapon channeling, it does not stack with your Void Surge leg mods. So it's kind of pointless in my opinion, but if you just want to like make sure that you have 100% uptime, and this can also stack up to 25% if you have all of your abilities up, so technically it's a little bit better of a buff. But honestly, in a day one, you might have to min-max that much, so that's something to keep in mind as well. If you just save all your abilities for whatever boss damage, actually you have to proc it off a kill, so maybe that's a moot point, but whatever, that's how that works. You can think about that. But the biggest thing was just the void synergy with volatile flow, that ammo finder, going with more ammo finders, and then more ammo finders for your team. If all 6 of you are running this, hopefully you'll have no problem with heavy ammo. And like I said, this can be used for the whole season. Like GMs are going to be a pain in the ass this season with the difficulty changes. That's something to keep in mind just all season. It's just void, 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 void.